Thanks for your interest in Whatcom Literacy Council. Viewing this online orientation is the first step towards becoming a volunteer tutor. Over the next 15 to 20 minutes, this presentation will share an overview of adult illiteracy impacts in our community. We will also share some specific information about becoming a volunteer tutor. Let's start with a short video featuring one of our learners, Ken Morvey.
Probably when my son was in school, he wrote an essay about me, and I kind of clammed up, and I just wanted to learn how to read. That's what really did it there, because I couldn't really read the letter. I had to have him read it to me, and that meant a lot right there. From that point, I kind of wanted to better myself to read. I gave the Whatcom Literacy Council a call, and probably within a month they called me back and they found a tutor, and I met my tutor, Sharon, and after that we just started meeting and going over like schoolwork and how to read and sounds. And probably the writing letters. Because in that way, now I'm noticing myself leaving notes at home if I leave, or if my wife or boys leave a note, I can actually read the note. So there's a lot more notes around the house, so that's good. My wife goes to the bookstore, go with her, and you can just go down an aisle you want, sit down, or go to a library and grab a book. Yeah, because when you don't read your surroundings, you know, you're really not, it's still big, but I don't think it is as big as when you do read, because then you're finding out the stuff. You're finding it out. Nobody's actually telling you or helping you. You're reading it. Oh, I could go, you just go and explore, and it just opens the door even at work, or all your speech, you know, opens up, it gets better. And this to communicate and talk. Some people think maybe they're too old, but you're really not to, you know, to keep on putting it off. You should just do it, you know. It's kind of scary, but once you start doing it, you get in a routine. It's actually fun, because you know, you're finding out you can actually read more. You're just not confined to a little area. You're broadening yourself out more. I always helped my boys, but I kind of missed all their homework instead of them coming up to me to check it, you know. So I always dealt with that. I always felt bad about that, just myself. But they never minded, but I did, you know. So if I ever get a grandkid, at least I'll be able to read him a story, what I never heard when I was a little kid. You know, get a book and read him a story. I think that would be cool. You know, I could make it up that way.
While adult illiteracy is not an issue that tends to be in the headlines, the impacts of this issue affect our community in many ways. A recent national study found that 63% of adults in prison are functionally illiterate, and 3 out of 4 food stamp recipients also struggle with their literacy. A person is considered functionally illiterate when they are unable to use reading, writing, and math in everyday life situations. Here in Whatcom County, there are thousands of adults who are struggling with their literacy skills. The last census found that there were more than 16,000 adults over the age of 19 and no longer in school who lacked a high school diploma or a GED. The Whatcom County Sheriff's Office found that over 50% of the adult inmates in Whatcom County jails lack basic literacy skills. This issue is hurting families as well. The most consistent indicator of whether a child will be raised in poverty is whether their parents have a high school diploma or a GED by age 25. Also, children whose parents are functionally illiterate are twice as likely to be functionally illiterate themselves. This is a cycle that needs to be broken. And the good news is that this problem has a solution. People can gain new skills and move forward in their lives. With the help of hundreds of volunteer tutors, the Whatcom Literacy Council helps our neighbors gain the skills they need to be successful. Our volunteer tutors make this work possible. Each year, we work to train at least 100 new tutors to work with learners one-on-one or in a small group setting. Please review the next session to learn more about how to become a Whatcom Literacy Council tutor.